Good morning. Welcome to Great Transition Strategies Monday Morning Standup. 5 minutes to get your week off to a great start and potentially give you something to make you more effective. Today's topic, cycles and endings. I'm Gary Slyman. As an executive coach, I work with high performers to help them build their self-awareness so they understand how they lead, so they can be more effective and love what they do. So today's topic, cycles and endings. We've been talking about endings for the past couple of weeks. So let's take another look at it. I think endings should be thoughtful and deliberate and can be tied to the cycles of your business. Interesting. Okay, so think about you in your business. And well, a few weeks ago, we talked about the expertise that you need to lead an organization. And one of those areas of expertise was business acumen. And in that, understanding the cycle of your business. What is the cycle of your industry? What's the cycle of your business? Some industries really have a distinct cycle. So think about education. School starts, you go through school, holidays, it ends. Very clear. Easy to make those changes. All right. So think about startups. What's the cycle for a startup? Right. So we have those kind of things. Think about program management. If you're a program manager, what's the cycle of your business? Real estate, there's a cycle. Construction, there's a cycle. What is your cycle? What does it look like in your industry for your individual cycle? All right, now think about what is some ending that you need to make that is driving you crazy. You're like, oh, I've been dragging this long. I'm not making this. This needs to end. I bet you there's something there. How can you take a look at your cycle, think about the ending, and how can you incorporate endings into the cycle? So that way it becomes a regular part of what you do as a leader. Your endings become very deliberate and very thoughtful, and it's built into the cycle. So it is now part of your psyche as a leader. So let's take a couple more examples. So think about as a program manager. Maybe you're starting a new project. So it's a case of, hey, this is what we're going to start with. Maybe you have to do some research and development. Then you do some prototyping. Now you move to testing, production. Now production moves to life cycle support. Perfect. Look at that cycle. Should you always take the lead engineer from the research and development to production? Is that person most suited? Or maybe that needs to change. Maybe it's a facility that needs to change. Maybe what you had for prototyping and research and development is not good enough for production. So maybe that needs to end. So when you step back and you look at your cycle, maybe there's a time where you can say, I need to be deliberate, I need to be thoughtful, so we are not carrying this baggage forward for us. So we're ending those things that hold us back. New startups, founders work their butts off to get things started. And then many times as they move into the adolescent phase, they move and they bring in a new team to be the C-suite. So who has experience in scaling something. Founders are good at the idea. They might not be very good at scaling, but they're being very deliberate and thoughtful about that. So now I asked you at the beginning, what is your cycle? Think about the cycle of your business, your industry, your organization, your nonprofit. Now think about something that's holding you back. Are there some people you need to move? Are there some facilities you need to think about? Are there some procedures that need to happen? Are there some relationships that need to end? So as you step back and you take a look at the cycle, are there logical places where you can kind of push pause, think about where you are, evaluate, make the ending. Make the ending, get rid of it, so there's not a parachute behind you holding you back in everything that you are trying to do. Endings should be deliberate and thoughtful, and see how you can make them part of the cycle of your industry, cycle of your organization, so that way you are not being held back by things that need to be ended. Thanks for listening. Hope you found that helpful. See you next Monday morning, 8:30. Have a great week.